Welcome everyone to my newest journey, Coalmont, British Columbia. Although Coalmont is listed as a ghost town, it does have just under 100 yearly residents. As you enter town, you'll see some old relics of the past, which are pretty cool, like this sign warning door-to-door salesmen that their safety cannot be guaranteed, and females that their safety can't be either, as the town is mostly bachelors. Coalmont sits on the north bank of the Tulameen River, just 11 miles northwest of Princeton, British Columbia. The town got its start in 1912 and served as a supply point to the neighboring coal mine in Blakeburn. With our camping supplies all packed into the bed of the Gladiator, my friend Kevin and I are going to be heading across the Tulameen River via the bridge here in Coalmont, making a left-hand turn and heading into the Granite Creek Recreation Site. Kevin and I decided to make this our base camp this year, as we were going to be checking out the cemetery and ghost town in Granite Creek and the ghost town at Blakeburn, which is just up the road at an abandoned coal mine. We were hoping it wouldn't be crowded, and given that it was a Monday, we were absolutely right, and we're lucky enough to get an awesome campsite right on the river. Now, just up the bank on the other side of the river, you'll notice a grade, and that grade used to contain part of the Kettle Valley Railway, which has now been removed but is part of the Trans-Canada Trail. On the left, just down the river, you can see where Granite Creek spills out into the Tulameen River. I decided to take a little walk down this portion and ran into, well, some wildlife, I guess you could say. Oh, he is looking right at me. No sooner than we put potato chips on the picnic table, we had a visitor begging. And no camping trip with Kevin is ever complete without Buddy, his cat. Buddy accompanies us on any camping trip we do, usually more than a couple days, just because Kevin doesn't want to leave him at home.
Go, Buddy, go, run. Run for it.
I would say Buddy loves to camp, but really, Buddy just loves it when you set the tent up, and then he goes inside, crawls into the sleeping bag, and immediately goes to bed. Day one was almost over. We had a nice long drive and a dinner and decided to settle around the campfire with some beers and ciders and wait for the stars to come out. It was also time for me to experiment with some settings on my phone to see if I could get some really cool pictures of the stars. Out for the morning stroll, checking for footprints along the shoreline and in the area. And although we found our own footprints, we also found some big old bear tracks. No Bigfoot, but bear. Time to get out of camp and go for a ride. About halfway down the road to Tulameen, we found both an obstacle and a prize. No, actually, we could have gotten around it. It was a little tight, so we figured may as well take some of the end off, just so we're sure we don't scratch anything. And the plus side is we got some free firewood out of it. See if you can spot the bear running between the trees. He's making a run for the one on the right, gets to the base of it, and then climbs up. I guess he was a bear turned into a scaredy cat. Because we were unsure of the terrain waiting for us further up the trail, we ended up turning around further up the mountain and then coming back down. But I really wished that we could have gotten to speak with some locals before we went up. Later on this evening, we ended up speaking with a local that was doing some mining work nearby, and he said that the top of the trail we were on had some amazing camping available and a few lakes, and it was not that hard to access. And actually, if we didn't want to turn around and come back out, we could have gone to the other side and come down near a place called AP Ranch Road, and that would have been right off of Highway 3. We could have basically brought the highway right back around to Coalmont. If you're into ATV riding and off-roading, Granite Creek Rec Site is a great place. The dirt road that you can see on the other side of the hill here actually leads up and out on state forest roads and joins up with a well-known trail here in the area called the Whipsaw. When we got back to camp, we decided to park the truck and take a walk down to the ghost town of Granite Creek. So I will leave you to some of the walk we had through the old ghost town and let you check out some of the information. We left the town and headed across the street to the cemetery to get a daytime look because we wanted to return at night.
Did you hear that? No, it sounded like a moan, like an old man moan. Apparently my phone found signal. Why is there a light over there? Why is there a light? Okay, I'm going to hook up a parabolic microphone and see if we get anything from up here. It looks like some type of a marker, maybe for the graves or whatever is being marked over here. So go over here and take a look. It's really hard to fall in one of these holes as I'm walking. Yeah, looks like a grave marker that's got some lights on it. Yeah, that's all it was. Okay. Really cool old graveyard up here at the top of the hill at Coalmont Recreation Area. This is a Granite Creek Rec site, sorry. And this is the families that used to live in this area. A lot of these folks are buried up here. Very small town.